Hello there, my name's David Charles, international psychic medium coming to you from Devon in the UK in England. Today I'm doing a psychic reading, a pick a card reading for you called Everything You Need to Know or All You Need to Know Right Now. This is mainly a love reading, but other things will come through. Now, I've been picking up a lot of stuff lately, so I'm quite keen to do this reading because some of it's been really interesting. Hope the tarot cards will back up what I've been picking up. Before I do that, I want to thank every one of my subscribers. Over 16,000 of you now. Thank you so much, and I love every one of you. Thank you for joining us, and if you'd like to join, please subscribe below, down there, and make some comments if you like the readings, and click the like button, and click the little bell icon, and YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new video, which is usually once a week, but things have been a bit funny with the COVID going on. So, what I'm going to do is 4 packs of cards for you to choose from. Pick a card reading. It's a timeless reading, which means you can find it today, next week, or 5 years from now. It makes no difference. This reading is timeless. You'll find it when your spirit guides want you to find it. So let's go. I've shuffled them very well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Just think about what you'd like to know, and it should come through in the card deck that you choose, if you're lucky. Not everything will resonate with you. Take in what does, ignore what doesn't, and you can pick more than one stack. And remember, at the end of these readings, at the end of each reading, I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers. Lucky numbers chosen by me a few minutes ago with my spirit guides before we started filming this video. And these numbers could change your life forever. Good for casinos and that sort of thing. Lotteries maybe. I think we'll put another one each on these, actually, just to get a thorough reading. But I've been picking up some really good stuff, so let's hope the cards can back it up. These are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one do you fancy? Could be one of your lucky numbers, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You may like the look of this deck. You may like what's near them. There are hundreds of cards on this table, but I want you to pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Stop the video if you want. And if you're ready, we'll go ahead. We'll put 2, 3, and 4 over there and start with number 1. So let's see. I'll tell you the negatives first, as I always do. This is all you need to know right now. Everything revealed, hopefully. As I said, if it doesn't resonate, take no notice and take in what does. It's timeless. You can find it anytime you want. The negatives here, for some of you, are about work. And some of you may be overdoing it. Some of you may be taking on too much or finding it difficult to complete the tasks that you're given. Some of you may be finding it difficult to find work, so that's important. I'll tell you the lovey-dovey stuff in a minute, but at the moment, some of you, number 1, have a balance problem with your yin and yang, often mentioned here, well, depicted by the Chariot. If you can read that, see that. You may not if you're on a little iPhone or something, but on a big computer you may see that. That's a major arcana card, the Chariot, which shows the chariot being pulled in 2 directions. And it means that you're trying to be more than one place at a time or trying to please too many people at once. And of course you can't do it. These are your negatives. That's not a negative that you can't deal with, it's okay. Some of you may be seeing a person in the medical profession. There are no disasters here. It could be a midwife, it could be the GP, it could be a medical for a job, or something like that. But you may be seeking out medical advice from someone who is for most of you, a little bit older than you. I can't really see many negatives here at all. This is not a lovey-dovey reading, so if you're already head over heels in love, it won't be here because the spirit world tend to tell you stuff that you don't already know. But there's no disasters in this reading, so I better tell you the positives. It looks as though some of you have money coming, depicted here. Always pentacle cards normally depict money, if you can see that. In the ordinary deck of cards, they would be diamonds, of course. And the diamonds are coming in, and the man on the picture is giving it out. So it can mean that some of you are inclined to let money in one hand and out the other because you can be a bit generous. But you're not going to change that, so I'm not going to tell you to. Some of you may be seeing a business person who gives advice. It could be an accountant, a managing director of a company. Somebody may offer you a job. He may offer you advice. A successful man who's linked to your earthly things. That's the way you earn your living rather than your love life. But you've got a temperance card here from the Major Arcana again. This could be negative, I suppose. It means that temperance is required. It means take it easy. Don't smoke too much. Don't drink too much. Don't do naughty things, because your spirit guides want you to look after yourself. But the rest of it, there's money coming. There's possibly a job offer here. I'm pretty sure there is. If you're looking for a new job, the spirit world are encouraging you to take a chance, to maybe try something new. And that applies if you're looking for a new lover as well. If you're trying to find someone suitable, the whole reading is about taking a chance, depicted by the Fool. There you are. That's from the Major Arcana as well. The Fool is about to step over the cliff. The dog looks at him as if to say, "Are you mad?" It means that you're encouraged to take a chance, but not to dive in without being cautious. In an ordinary deck, that would be the Joker, of course, and there's two of them in an ordinary deck. There's one Fool card in a tarot deck in the Major Arcana. And it is important because the spirit world are offering you or encouraging you to be a bit risky, but not to be reckless. That's the word. You have the Strength card here as well. The Strength card from the Major Arcana again. The lady with the lion. She's taming the ferocity of the beast. It means you have the strength to calm things down if things get fraught. You have the strength to be more confident in yourself. You have the strength to succeed where in the past you may have failed. It can also mean pregnancy. She looks a bit pregnant on the picture, of course. What else have we got here? The major theme of this reading is that you've got so many Major Arcana cards as well. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning constantly. The Wheel of Fortune, number one, can mean a run of extreme good fortune. Good luck. I only do cards the right way up. I don't read upside down cards, because they're always going to be upside down even when you shuffle them, so I don't think it makes sense. But the Wheel of Fortune means that you could be heading for some real good stuff in whatever area you're interested in. So if you're interested in your love life, it will apply to that. Your love life should enter a lucky period. If you're interested in work, it will apply to that. If you're interested in a general reading, then it will apply generally that you're heading for a lucky period, number one. It could be one of the best or luckiest periods you've had for quite some time. So you have strength, which means you need to raise your self-confidence. You have the strength to succeed where in the past you may have failed. You have the strength to beat off competition in work and in love. So if you're seeing somebody and there's a competitor for their affections, you have the strength to win that. If you're in love, then I don't see any real major problems for most of you. Although you've got to take it easy, you've got to take a few chances, and you've got to be strong. And I think you'll know what that means if it applies to you. It won't apply to all of you, but you need to be strong, and then your luck will change for the better. With all psychic readings, if the spirit world predict good fortune, then it will normally come to you in the form of offers and opportunities. So it's not automatic. It means you've got to take a chance, as with the Fool card, take a risk. Something will pop up and you'll think, I'm going to try this, and your luck will change for the better. And if you don't, you could miss it, and you'll be ringing me and saying, I didn't have that good luck you promised me, David. But it's there if you're careful and you're observant. I want to look at some 4 oracle cards before I give you your lucky numbers. Remember, these lucky numbers could change your life forever. This time next year, you could be a millionaire. Earth card first. These are the oracle cards. Now I'll have to read these to see if they back up what I've just told you. The first one, there's a butterfly landing on some clover. Can you see that? Pretty. This one says to you, good things will happen when you give yourself some of the love that you give to others. So you're a giver, number one. You give out love, and you need to give some to yourself. You need to love yourself, which touches on what I said about being more confident in yourself. The second one is an air card. What's this one like? Dandelion. You done that one? He loves me not, when you blow it. He loves me when I do. The end came off. Anyway, this one says, have hope. You have the power to make that change. Now make it. The strength card backed up. These have been shuffled, by the way. I've no idea what's coming up until I turn them over. Have hope. You have the power to make that change. Now make it. You know what I mean? If you do, comment below. Please comment below, because I love to read them. I answer the ones, as many as I can. It's getting a lot now. There's thousands, 16,000 of you following me at the moment. And as I said, I love every one of you, and I thank you so much. This one's a water card. There's 4 of these. Looks like a splish splash. Someone in the sea there, if you can make that out. The water card says to you, extra magical energy surrounds you, your situation right now. Expect miracles. This couldn't be a better reading. Everything about this reading I love. And I'm so glad I did it for you. Extra magical energy surrounds you right now. Expect miracles. Number 1, please comment below. I'd like to know. Especially if the lucky numbers make you rich. Last one, an air card again. This one's a feather floating on a thermal, perhaps. A lot of people believe that when you see a feather like that, you've been visited by a spirit. This one says to you, number 1, the answer is near. You just need to take a look a little closer to home. So you may be searching for something, and it's right under your nose all the time. Back in your old backyard, as Al Jolson once said in one of his songs, it's already right in front of you. You can go all around the world searching, and it's right in your backyard. So I'll read that once more for you. The answer is near. You just need to look a little bit closer to home. I hope you found them interesting. You can pick another deck. You don't have to have just one. Now I'm going to give you 6 numbers. Numbers that could change your life forever. And I really mean it. And you can read some of the comments where people have had little bits of good fortune and wins with these numbers. Now I've got to stress, if you gamble with my lucky numbers, you must do it responsibly. You don't want to be getting into trouble with gambling, because it's it can be addictive. It depends on the person, of course. So let's tell you your lucky numbers. Number 1, your first one, you might want to write these down, or you can pause the video. It's number 2, number 12, 19, 28, 31 and 41. Do they ring any bells? Birthdays, marriage days, anniversaries, divorce days. I think they could mean something to some of you. They may not. Now, you don't have to use all 6 of these numbers, because if you all do all 6 and you all win the lottery, you're going to get about a penny each. So pick the ones you like out of them and use them for what you want. They could be good for casinos, that sort of thing, for some kinds of gambling, but be careful. I'll give you one more time, number 1. And your first one is number 2, number 12, 19, 28, 31 and 41. These are lucky numbers that could change your life forever. Now, I do apologise there wasn't much about love in this reading, because I know a lot of you watch these readings because of problems and questions about your love life. But the general feeling of it, if you're looking that area, the general feeling with your love life, number 1, was excellent. I know some of you may be having troubles, and you may comment below. But the general outcome, or the general forecast, and I'm looking 12 to 14 weeks ahead, was really good. And if it's not good at the moment, you can change it. You have the strength. You have lucky stuff coming up. You're surrounded by positive energy, as the oracle cards confirmed. So I think if you're having trouble with your love life, you can fix it. But I think a lot of you are in new romances. A lot of you are heading towards greater things. Let me know in the comments. And I thank you so much for watching, wherever you are in this world. It means a lot to me, so thank you for subscribing. And remember, wherever you are in this world, number 1, think lucky, and you will be lucky. Think love, and you'll be loved. And as I said earlier, I love every single one of you. Take it easy. Stay cool. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello again. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you chose number 2, this one is for you. Let's take a look. Pick a card reading, a timeless reading, which means, as I said, you can find it today, tomorrow, next week, or years from now. It makes no difference when you find this reading. You'll find it when your spirit guides want you to find it. And if you've chosen these cards, from all of these, there's hundreds of cards here. If you've chosen these few cards, number 2, today, there will be some meanings in here for you somewhere. It may not all resonate with you, so take in what does, ignore what doesn't, or pick a different deck, or go to one of my other readings. There's, I think, over 130 readings on YouTube on my channel now, and thank you once again for joining me. I do appreciate it, especially if you're subscribed, and if you're not, I hope that you will. So, let me tell you the negatives first, and then we do the positives. Now, it's a general look really, but a lot of it's about love. I tried to make it. Number 1 didn't get much about love, but that's what came up. So I'll tell you the negatives first. A lot of you are stuck in a rut. You see this lady trapped in prison by swords, and she has a blindfold on. You may be able to see that. If you're on a little iPhone, you probably won't. But the blindfold signifies that she may be closing her eyes to things, or turning a blind eye to things, or she may be seeing a man that she loves and he has faults and she's ignoring them, things like that. It means that you may be ignoring things that you should be dealing with. But the swords surrounding the lady indicate that she feels trapped. You can see she can push them away. She's not trapped at all. She just feels it. So you, number 2, man or lady, whichever you are, makes no difference, may be feeling a bit trapped by a situation. It may be your love life. You may be feeling a bit stuck at work, but you're not stuck. The tarot cards, the messages from Spirit are that you can free yourself just like that. You just have to look, open your eyes, stop ignoring problems if you are, and you can free yourself. Now this one here, another sword card. Some sword cards can be negative. The 4 of Swords, yeah, can't see that. If you can see that. This card usually indicates stress and a lot of other stuff, but it won't mean a lot. Depends what's around it, but at the moment it means stress, which comes up in 9 out of 10 readings, so you're not alone. It may be that during the coming weeks you feel stressed. It may be that's because you feel stuck and trapped, as I said, and you're not, so you can cure it and sort it out. These are the negatives first. Remember, I will tell you the positives afterwards. And I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers that could change your life forever. Numbers chosen by me with my spirit guides just before we started filming. So please don't go without them at the end. This time next year, you could be a millionaire. But these cards indicate stress and entrapment. And this one here, the page of swords, sorry. This is a young man, but it can be a woman, doesn't have to be a man. The card normally indicates someone who is moody, secretive. It may be that you're seeing someone in your romantic life who has things to hide, or they may have a hidden agenda and they may be being secretive. And it generally means that your whole life at the moment may be summed up with that word secrecy. There may be people at work that don't tell you the full story. You may be keeping secrets from your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or they may be keeping secrets from you. It means you need to find out, make sure you know what's going on. As I often say, secrecy is not always bad. It can be that people keep things from you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But there are secrets around you. If you're seeing a man or a lady who fits that moody description, they may be keeping things from you that you need to know. So try and find out if you can. Then you have this little chap here. This chap is running off with swords again, who, as I said, can be negative, and that can mean a man or a woman that's a cheat, that's tricky, that could deceive you, could knock on your door, selling double glazing or something. Don't buy it. Watch out for dodgy estate agents, car dealers, that sort of thing. But you may be seeing a lover who's cheating as well. That's what it can mean, so be careful. This person can be very popular, everyone likes him or her, but they can be up to no good. So work out if that means out to you and stick it in the comments below. Let me tell you some positives. I better do soon. There's another dodgy character here, the Knight of Swords. This can indicate another sword. That can indicate a man who is arrogant, irritating, bad-tempered, interfering, nosy, and sometimes can be a bit violent. Sometimes. Doesn't mean he's going to be violent to you. And it could be a woman, again. They travel around, that's what the horse indicates. They're travellers, they're trouble, and they don't mean it. It sounds an awful thing, but they don't mean it. So just, it's someone you want to avoid, a bit like having an itch that you can't scratch. They irritate you, and you may know who that is. Let me know in the comments, he or she. Then you've got everything else seemed pretty good. You may be, some of you, flirting or dating a person who is quite flirtatious. Is your man a bit of a flirt? Is he a bit of a womanizer? Doesn't mean he's going to go running off with someone else, but they do like to have a good look. Or it could be that you're seeing a girl who's a bit of a flirt, who likes to show off a bit and be the centre of attention. Let me know in the comments. If they're not there now, they may be coming. I'm looking here 12 to 14 weeks ahead. So, free yourself from your entrapment. Watch out for trickery. These are your negatives. Watch out for secrecy. Lower your stress levels because you're not sleeping very well. Some of you are not eating well, and I've got a feeling that one or two of you out there are dieting. And that may be a problem. So you need to make sure you're having the right vitamins and all that. Make sure you're not overdoing it with the food dieting, because there could be a problem with your eating. You may be guided by an older chap. This could be, or a lady. There's the Emperor. That's a wise person who knows what the world's all about. Could be your granddad or your dad or a father figure. It doesn't have to be a relative. Could be someone at work that gives you advice. She or he may be very wise and someone you need to listen to because they're very clever. And then the most important thing about this reading, as far as your love life goes, is that it appears you can have what you want as long as you avoid the negatives that I've told you so far, because it's not all positive. And there are some negatives. Some of you feel stuck. You may be in a marriage that you don't like. You may be in a romance that you feel trapped in. As I said, you're not trapped, but I'm not encouraging you to get divorced. Don't think that, please. But you're not trapped. You can make changes if you want to. I'm not encouraging you to break up with someone. You may see the Ace of Pentacles. That means money. It means new beginnings. Aces mean new beginnings. The Pentacles, of course, in an ordinary deck of cards, are the diamonds, a girl's best friend. This can mean new money coming to you. Number 2. Are you expecting some money? Let me know in the comments. It may be your lucky numbers help you win the jackpot. But there's money in this reading. And then you have another message here that the spirit world are about to grant you a wish. Something you've always wanted is going to be given to you, number 2. Something you've wanted since you were a child, maybe secretly, maybe no one knows, only you. It could be a car, it could be a house, but usually it means love, happiness and contentment. Something in there that you want is going to be given to you. But it can be materialistic sometimes, so don't go away without your lucky numbers. If you're seeing a man or a lady that's flirtatious, be careful. Don't let them two-time you. Don't let them flirt with other people, because it will really annoy you and you'll feel even more trapped then. So watch out for secrecy. Now I'm going to give you some messages from the Oracle cards. They're there. I don't know what's coming up, so I need my glasses for these. There they are. We do 4 of these and your lucky numbers. The first one's an Earth card. Someone laying in a forest on their back, pointing the camera to the sky, I think. You may be able to make that out there. This card says to you, number 2, time in nature will help you find the answer to your problem. So if you have a problem, the spirits are saying to you, get outside, have a walk in the park or on the beach if you're near the coast. Time in nature. Take your camera, take the dog, get out in nature, and that may inspire you and bring you the answers to the problem you have, if you have a particular problem. And you can always ring my team, by the way. That's davidcharlespsychic.com, my website. Time in nature will help you find the answer to your problem. I think they're asking you to relax and chill out and spend some time, possibly alone, where you can get your thoughts together and your problem will seem less awful if you're out in the open air, I think. If it's raining, take your brolly. But remember, you can get a reading off my team from anywhere in the world. Just log on to davidcharlespsychic.com. This one's an earth card. It's a road leading into the sunset. And it says on there for you, number 2, help is coming, you just need to ask for it. So you may be considering asking a neighbour or a friend or somebody for help, and it's coming. So there are problems in this reading. I don't know what they are for all of you, and it won't resonate with all of you, as I said. So take in what does, ignore what doesn't, but help is coming, you just need to ask for it. 2 more of these. This is an air card. Somebody so high up, they're above the clouds. This one says to you, number 2, distance yourself with creative pursuits, and inspiration you seek will find you. Similar to the other one saying get out in nature. Distance yourself with creative pursuits, and the inspiration you seek will find you. So it's asking you to take a change, to spend time with yourself, maybe take up a new hobby, things to lower your stress levels. 1 more card, then your lucky numbers. This one's a fire card. Someone set fire to a rose. I'm sure it's for artistic purposes. This one says number 2, see the light within yourself and everyone else will too. So a bit like number 1, it's asking you to be a bit more confident, have more belief in yourself, see the light within yourself, and everyone else will as well. So it's not a doomy, gloomy reading. It's not filled with lovey-dovey, let's get married stuff, but it may be that the spirit world don't tell you that, because the spirit world tend to say things to you that you don't already know. If you already know your love life's okay, it's not going to be in the reading, because you know already. But if you have any questions for me, email me. Go to davidcharlespsychic.com. Please comment below and give it a like, and I'm going to give you some lucky numbers now. Now these lucky numbers, there are 6 of them. You don't have to use all 6. As I keep saying, if you use all 6 and everyone else uses the same 6, then your winnings will be shared between thousands of people. So use what you like of them and add some of your own lucky numbers. These lucky numbers were chosen by me with my spirit guides just before we started filming this afternoon. And they could change your life forever. I have to say again, if you're going to gamble with these lucky numbers, do it responsibly. This time next year, you could be rich. This time next week, you could be rich. Please let me know in the comments below. And your lucky numbers, number 2, are number 1, 17, 20, 23, 40 and 49. Do they mean anything to you? Are they wedding dates, birthdays, days you started your job, addresses you lived at, car number plates? It doesn't matter if they don't mean things, but often they do mean things to you. But use them wisely, be careful, and these numbers, I promise you, can change your life. Look at some of the comments from my other readings and you'll see. So thank you so much for watching this, and I really appreciate that. And if you want to subscribe, please do so down below. Click the bell icon and YouTube will let you know every time I bring out a new video, which is normally about once a week if things are going well with COVID and all that stuff. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll tell you, as I always say, wherever you are in this world, number 2, remember, think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you will be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. Stay cool. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello again, thank you for staying with me. If you chose number 3, this one is for you. It's a pick a card reading, and it means it's timeless, which means you can find it today, next week, next year, or 10 years from now. It makes no difference when you find this reading, you'll find it. when your spirit guides want you to find it. And you've chosen this reading, this deck of cards, from hundreds, and there are hundreds of cards on this table, then there will be a meaning in here for you somewhere, number 3. So take in what resonates, ignore what doesn't, or pick a different pack, or go to one of my other readings. There's over 130 on my channel, and I'm sure they'll help you. They're all timeless. Well, the recent ones are anyway, but the early days they weren't. But I look a lot younger on those. So this is called What You Need to Know Right Now. It's about love, romance, money, career. I tried to make it mostly about love, but I can't bring in what isn't there. Number 1 didn't have much love in it at all, but I know most of you are interested in your love life, but I'll tell you about everything. And at the end, I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers. Lucky numbers that could change your life forever. This time next year, you could be a millionaire. This time next week, you could be a millionaire. And you can check my comments, some of my comments below my other readings, and you'll see that the lucky numbers can work. But as I keep saying, you must gamble sensibly if you're going to gamble with my lucky numbers, responsibly. Let's start with your negatives, and then we'll do some oracle cards, and at the end, your lucky numbers. Please don't go without them, because they could really help you. This card indicates some jealousy around you, number 3. Let me know in the comments if that's right. Bit of backstabbing going on. Of course, you may not know, because it's in the background. And I'm looking now 12 to 14 weeks ahead from the day you find this reading, whenever that may be. Watch out for backstabbing. If you're a girl, it could be bitchiness. There could be some jealousy around you. They may be jealous of your beauty. They may be jealous of your charisma, your personality. But there's jealousy, bitchiness, backstabbing around. Please don't mistrust everyone and be paranoid about it. But don't tell people, unless you really know them, don't tell strangers your business, because there's naughtiness. Some of you have been a bit down, number 3. I won't use the word depressed, I don't like that word, but some of you have been a bit fed up, and there are tears in the reading for some of you. So some of you may have been crying recently, some of you may have tears ahead of you. And of course, tears can be symbolic, they're not always real. It can mean crying over spilt milk, as I always say in these readings. The thing is that you can't go backwards. So crying over spilt milk isn't going to help anyone. So go forwards with excitement and enthusiasm, because it's not a bad reading. These are just the negatives to start with. I don't think, number 3, that you've had it easy. I think you've had a tough time. And that's indicated by the Hanged Man there. He's hanging there upside down. You may be able to see that. If you're on an iPhone, probably not, but that's from the Major Arcana. The Hanged Man is a man that's not having much of a good time of it. It signifies to me that you may have had a tough time recently. In fact, some of you may have had a tough life altogether. Let me know in the comments, number 3. It means that things are changing, and all the sacrifices you've made, all the things you've given and the work you've done and the efforts you've put into your life are about to be paid back to you. So you've got some karma coming. So it's not a bad card, but I'm telling you the negatives. It's part of the negatives because you've had negativity in the past. So watch out for backstabbing, watch out for jealousy, keep your chin up, don't get having tears or crying over spilt milk. And the rest of it, I think, is pretty good. Let's go to the positives. Some of you are studying. Some of you may be going to night school or college or doing your exams, whatever they have these days with this COVID disease that's at the moment. Not when you watch this probably, but study is good. And if you're into studying or learning something new, it's a good time to be doing it. You may be learning a new hobby, fantastic. You may be learning about something that you never thought you would. And some of you, number 3, may be teaching. The word education comes through this reading. And I picked up with number 2, and I've got the same again here. There may be dieting going on. I don't know why I'm getting that again, but I am. So some of you may be trying to lose weight or trying different diets. I'll say what I said to number 2. Be careful with that. Make sure you get the right proteins and don't overdo it. But some of you are dieting, and that can promote a bit of jealousy around you if you're a girl and you start to get some weight off, because other girls can get a bit jealous, and they may not always react positively to that. So watch out for backstabbing in that area as well. Now there's a job offer for some of you. So if you're looking for a job, you may expect at least one job offer. There could also be an offer of romance from a man or a lady, depends on what you're looking for, if you're looking for it, but a romantic offer be coming your way. The reading indicates offers, and they're positive and they're genuine, so sometimes they're not. But this reading also indicates to me, number 3, that you have, coming soon, an admirer. Now this admirer may already know you, he or she may have taken a fancy to you, and you may not know who they are because it's a secret admirer. You may never find out, but I'll tell you now, most of you, number 3, have an admirer coming soon. They fancy you, they like you, they'd like to take you out or to become close to you. But they may feel, I often use this, that you're not approachable because you're not free. And I always say it's like when you go to a dance when you're in the old days. You want to ask a girl to dance, but you daren't ask in case she says no. So he or she may feel a bit like that. So they may, if you feel you have a secret admirer and you're interested yourself, and you can guess who it is, then maybe you may need to make the first move. But you have the Lovers card here. That has many meanings. But it can mean, that's a major arcana by the way, a Lover's card can mean that you've got a new lover coming, or the love you have now is becoming more intense, and there can be a joining together. So it can mean marriage, but it can also mean that somebody from the past gets in touch, and that could cause problems. So you may have 2 lovers, or you may meet someone new and you've already got a lover or a husband or a wife, and then you have a triangle going on. So you have to make choices. The Lover's card means usually that you're going to need to make choices about your love life. And it means, number 3, that the choices you make now in the coming weeks will be very special and very important, and they will shape your life for many years to come. So you need to make the right ones. If you want a psychic reading with my team over that, you can get me on, or them, on davidcharlespsychic.com. That's my web. I'll put the website below. But please comment below if this rings a bell. Don't get crying over spilt milk. You have a secret lover, probably already. And I think the efforts and sacrifices you made in the past are going to start paying you back. If you're into education, learning cookery or anything like that, photography or science, anything, it's a great time for education. If you're teaching, the same applies. I think number 3, you can expect some big changes. Your life is about to speed up dramatically. So if you think things have been dragging along and nothing's been going on, get ready, because you're about to enter the fast lane. So hold tight, put your seatbelt on. Things are taking off, especially around your career if you're working. Expect lots of information to come your way. Emails, text messages, WhatsApp and all that kind of thing. Expect things at work to speed up. Expect things around your earthly life to speed up, not necessarily your marriage or your love life or your married life. Things are taking off, and this can include the fact that you may be traveling soon as well. Some of you will be traveling because of your work. Let me know in the comments. Some of you will be traveling for leisure. Some of you may be traveling because you win the jackpot with my lucky numbers that I'm going to give you in a minute. But travel is in the reading, things are taking off, and then we have this beauty. Covered in pentacles. And of course the pentacles, if you make that out, in an ordinary deck of cards are the diamonds. As I always say, a girl's best friend. Diamonds, in this particular case, means, number 3, that you're going to be rich. Yep, you heard it here first. David Charles Psychic, the UK's leading psychic and the UK's most modest psychic. You're going to be rich. Now, richness can mean money, but it usually means, we touched on it in number 2, I think, number 3 or number 1. It usually means richness here in the heart, not necessarily money, but it can mean money. But you're going to be rich, number 3, a lot of you. Unfortunately, it won't apply to all of you, but if you think lucky, as I tell you at the end, you will be lucky. Use my lucky numbers, but use them sensibly. Richness is indicated in this reading, and you saw me shuffle these cards, so there's no way I could have put that there or had it there and known it was coming. I didn't. So, a job offer's coming, maybe a romantic offer's coming. You've got to make choices about your love life, and they'll be important. Don't suffer people who are jealous around you if you can help it. Backstabbing and jealousy may be around you. And if they're talking about you, number 3, they're leaving somebody else alone. That's what someone used to tell me. Education is good if you're learning or teaching, and you're going to be rich. So stick around for the lucky numbers after these oracle cards, which I'm going to give you now. Excuse me, lose my voice. Now, we do 4 oracle cards, see if they backed up what we've just gone through with the tarot cards. But some of this stuff came to me long before the reading today. So there are a lot of good stuff coming your way, number 3. And I'm so pleased you're watching this, because it could be important, especially your lucky numbers. This is an air card. These have been shuffled as well. Let's take a look. Might need the glasses for these. The bike. This is looks like above the clouds, if you can make that out. And photography of the highest. This one says, commit to being who you want to be, and the rest will follow. So, go with what you want to do. Be adventurous. Commit to being who you want to be, not everyone else wants you to be. And the rest will follow. So if people say, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. It could be your parents or the in-laws. You need to commit to who you want to be. That's what the spirits are saying. Let me know in the comments. The rest will follow. This one's an earth card. So look at this. Oh, I like that. It's like they're heading into an underground cave. Now, I don't really fancy that, but some people like it. Not sure I'd like that at all. Anyway, this one says, drop your mask. It's an earth card, yeah. Drop your mask and trust that what happens will help you to move forward. So if you've got a mask on, it's a bit like the last card. It means you're not being yourself. So be yourself, be who you want to be. Drop your mask and trust that what happens will help you to move forward. So it's pretty much saying the same as that one, which is good. The spirit world are encouraging you, number 3, to be you. Don't be someone else. Don't envy other people. Be yourself. Be proud of being yourself. Be confident and do what you want to do, not what people say you should do. Don't get stroppy now, but do what you want. I think you know what I mean. Do what you want to do and don't be pushed around. This one is an earth card. It always seems somebody's been walking on the sand. Maybe I'll make that out. I've tried the overhead camera stuff, but it falls over, so I'll give up with that for the moment. Well, I need some new equipment. Put your own needs first for a change, and things will become more clear. Or even that's bad English, you should say clearer, but anyway. Put your own needs first for a change, and things will become clearer. And I think it means to me, number 3, that you're always putting other people first. It seems to me you're listening to them telling you what to do as well. You need to put your own needs first for a change. It's not selfish, but you have to look after yourself at times. Put your own needs first for a change, and things will become more clear, it says. Last one's an air card, then your lucky numbers. Balloons. Over the sea. Getting dark. A recipe for lifeguards, I think, that one. I don't think I fancy that either. This one says to you, an air card. Number 3, meditate on your decision and the right answer will come to you. Trust it. So if you're making decisions, meditate on them, think about them, relax, do it when you're going to sleep at night, meditate, whatever meditation means to you. Meditate on your decision and the right answer will come to you. Trust it. You need to raise your self-confidence, number 3. Let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers. These lucky numbers can be used for lottos, what they call lotteries, casinos, gambling. You must not use these irresponsibly. Be careful. Otherwise you'll get us all into trouble. But these numbers could change your life, believe me. You don't need to use all 6, just use a couple of them and then some of your own. As I keep saying, if you use all 6 and you win the lottery and everyone else wins it, you're going to get about a penny each or $1 each if you're lucky. So let's see if they mean anything to you. These numbers could ring a bell. Your numbers, number 3, are, I don't need it, I've written it bigger, 11, 23, 33, 37, 47 and 48. Do they ring any bells? Car number plates maybe, house numbers, job numbers, anniversaries of weddings, anniversaries of divorces, whatever they mean or don't mean, they could change your life, and I'm serious. So gamble responsibly. Let me know down there if you win the jackpot. Promise I won't tell anyone, but it would be nice to know that you did, and I really wish you luck. So remember, number 3, thank you so much for watching, by the way. And if you're subscribing, please do down below and click the bell icon and all that stuff. And please share me with your friends on social media. They may want to have a reading as well. Remember, wherever you are in this world, number 3, think lucky, and you will be lucky. Think love, and you'll be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. Stay cool. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello again, thank you for staying with me. If you chose number 4, this one is for you. This is a pick a card reading, and it's timeless, which means you can find it today, next week, next year, 10 years from now, it makes no difference. You'll find this reading number 4 when you're meant to find it, when your spirit guides want you to find it. And if you've chosen number 4 today, and there are hundreds of cards on this table, if you've chosen number 4, there will be a message in here for you somewhere. It may not all resonate with you, but some of it will. Take in what does, ignore what doesn't, comment below, and subscribe if you'd like to. And I want to thank all my subscribers. As I said earlier, I really appreciate you watching. And this is an exciting reading today, so I've been picking up a lot of good stuff. So let's see if we get it for you, number 4. Remember to stick with me at the end. I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers that could change your life forever, and I mean forever. This time next year, you could be a millionaire. This time next week, you could be a millionaire. Please gamble safely if you gamble with my lucky numbers, but don't go without them, because they are proven to work. Read some of the comments on my other readings. There's over 130 on my channel. And if you need me or my team, it's davidcharlespsychic.com. And I'm in Devon in the UK. And I'm going to give you the negatives first, then some oracle cards, then your lucky numbers that could change your life forever. So stay with me. Your negatives indicate possible... Well, it may not be negative, but you may be dealing with the law, so you may be signing contracts for a new house. It's not necessarily negative, but it could be negative if you're getting speeding tickets or something like that. So you're dealing with the law, you're dealing with officials. It can mean the taxman, people like that, tax inspectors, benefit people if you're on benefits. I hope you're not, but if you are, you have my best wishes, of course. But you're dealing with the law, you're dealing with officials, all kinds of things. Let me know in the comments if you're dealing with that sort of thing, and hopefully it's positive for you, maybe solicitors and that kind of thing. You have the Devil card here from the Major Arcana. You may be able to make that out. As I said earlier, if you're on an iPhone, you may not be able to make it out, but if you're on a bigger computer, you will. The Devil indicates temptation. Means, number 4, that you may be tempted to do something naughty. It doesn't mean that you'll do it, but it comes up in lots of readings, and I mention it so often. You may be tempted, and it's as if the spirit world, or whatever it is up there that you call it, are tempting you to see how you react. You can think of a certain religious book where that happened, but we won't go into that in case I offend anybody. But temptation is coming, number 4, if it hasn't already done so. You may meet someone and fall in love with someone that you possibly shouldn't, or you may already have done it. But temptation is coming, so expect it. And I usually say to people, when temptation comes, walk away from it. Sometimes I say, go for it, but not in these readings. That's face-to-face readings, when sometimes I think maybe temptation would do you good. But usually the message is, don't fall for temptation, because it's going to test you out. You've been highly stressed, number 4, recently, as most people that have readings are. Your stress levels are going down. That's clearly evident by these cards and by the messages I'm picking up. Your levels of stress, number 4, are going down, which is good. But it is a negative because you've had stress recently. You have hardly any negatives here. I think your love life is looking like improving. I don't see any major problems there. So let me tell you some of the positives. You've got some karma coming, and you may know what karma is. It means that you'll get exactly what you deserve. So if you've been naughty, number 4, again, you're going to pay for it. If you've been good, karma is good. For most of you, I think the karma is good. If you've been bad though, you will pay. So remember that. It also means, number 4, that if people have been bad to you, they are about to get their karma. And karma comes to all of us. It's not negotiable. We all get it. And I always believe you get karma around twice a year. So you've got some coming soon, number 4. So expect good stuff if you've been good, especially with my lucky numbers for you. Expect problems if you've been bad. But I don't think any of you have been bad. You wouldn't be watching me if you'd been bad, would you? So anyway, I think some of you have a new lover coming. A brand new lover is predicted for lots of you. Not for all of you. As I said, it won't resonate with all of you. But if you're looking for a lady, I think it's someone classy, elegant, spiritual, probably. I think she has beauty. I think she's feminine and dresses like the old days, like the old movie stars. She's not a lady that wears jeans all the time, but she's more of the old-fashioned type. And some of you, if you're men out there, or ladies, you may be looking for a lady. A lady is heading your way that you're going to fall in love with. Now, if it's a man you're looking for, it's a similar character in a male form. So he's quite spiritual, which is not, a lot of men don't believe in that. It's someone who cares, someone who's good looking and kind, classy, elegant, and the sort of man that will treat you like a princess if you're a lady. He'll look after you. He'll buy you flowers and open doors for you and be like the old-fashioned days. Some of you won't like that, I know, but some of you will. And a lot of you will. Let me know in the comments. But a new lover is predicted. They may be a water sign. They may come from water. They may come from the sea. Or they may just have those characteristics. They may have nothing to do with water at all, but they may have the loving passion that a lot of water signs have. Some water signs, especially Pisces, love to fall in love. They enjoy being in love. They need to fall in love. And I think, number 4, a lot of you are like that as well. I think a lot of you need to be loved and to love and to give out. I think a lot of you, number 4, have got a lot of love to give out. And a lot of you, yeah, I'm talking to you probably, a lot of you have been hurt. And because you're so loving and kind, sometimes people will take you for granted and you can get hurt, which makes you rather defensive, which is not a bad thing sometimes. But I think if you're careful now and you're ready for a new lover, you're about to meet what could be the one, as they call it. It could be, you could be 70 years old, it makes no difference. You could be about to meet a lover that is really one that meets all your requirements. He's the one that he or she could be the one you've searched for all your life. And when you least expect to find it, that's when true love comes. You won't find true love very much on internet dating sites because you're going to meet people you're not supposed to meet. And then the one you're meant to meet by the spirit world want you to meet goes straight past because you've gone and met someone on the internet. So I always say, it's only my opinion, don't do dating sites. You could meet your lover down the local village shop. You could meet them in the bank. You can meet them anywhere, but if you search for it and pay these dating agencies, you're probably going to meet someone you shouldn't have met, and your real lover, the one intended for you, will go straight past, and you could spend 10 years with the wrong person. But that is only my opinion. I'd love to hear what you think of that below. No rude comments, please, as I rub them off. So, on a different subject, I think you've got a new job coming or a new career, which is not, you're not the only one tonight or today, this afternoon. A new career awaits you, and it may be something, number 4, that you haven't really considered. Somebody may be offering you something different because they know that you're capable of doing it. You are the one they want. There could be hundreds of people after this job, but I think they're seeking you out. So you may be headhunted, as they say, not an expression I like, but somebody may be trying to steal you from where you work. Some of you, not all of you. Let me know in the comments. But new beginnings are shown for you. And I believe, number 4, a lot of you, not all of you, a lot of you are very, very highly skilled. You may be doing jobs that other people can't do. and you should be proud of that. And it may be something completely obsolete, that no one else would want to do. You may be working in something that's quite totally strange or different, but it's something that you are good at. You may be a psychic, you may be a sculptor or a photographer, but it's something you're good at, and people are after that, and it may take you by surprise. They're coming after you, and there may be a contract that they want you to sign or stuff like that, but your stress levels are going down. Watch out for the law. If you're driving, don't speed the car. Watch out for parking tickets. Then I've got another message here that you feel, some of you number 4, it's not a negative, but you feel, it's not a negative, it's not real, but you feel like something's missing. You feel there's an emptiness inside you. We often get this, we all get it from time to time. And you get up in the morning and you look out the window and you think, is this it? Is this all there is? And we all get it, but some of you number 4 have got that feeling at the moment. And you feel that nothing's happening, some of you. But remember, a lot of you have a new lover coming. If you don't have a new lover coming, number 4, then you will become more intensely in love with someone that you already have. So you've either got a new lover or a new intensity in a love affair that you have, or a friendship that turns into love. And love is the most powerful force in the universe and the most beautiful force in the universe. But it can also break your heart, as a lot of you know, and you may tell me in the comments below. So your stress levels are going down. Anything to do with children for you, number 4, is good. If you've got kids and you had trouble with them, that should be improving. If you're trying for a baby, this is a great time to do it, because it's all about timing. And if you want a child, you may find that you can get pregnant easily. And you may see the Sun card here, by the way, from the Major Arcana. There's a baby there. Now the Sun card has lots of meanings, but it can mean a baby. It can mean that you're pregnant, number 4. Are you pregnant? Let me know in the comments below, because pregnancies come up in lots of readings. But it also means new beginnings, and the Sun means things are going to shine for you. So this is a very positive outlook. The next 12 to 14 weeks, number 4, I think could be, for some of you, amongst the best time you've had for quite a while. I think a lot of you have been through it a bit. But I'm seeing here temptation. Remember, don't fall for that. Justice is for you. There's a Justice card from the Major Arcana. It means you'll get what you deserve. So if you've been naughty, you'll pay. It also means if people have hurt you, they're going to pay. You're going to be sought after for a new job. Your life is about to change, number 4. It's changing. You heard it here first. David Charles, psychic, medium. The UK's leading psychic. People tell me off for saying that, so I do it more to wind them up. But I'm also the most modest, of course. But please don't comment about that below. Anyway, the fates look good for you, number 4. Let's take a look at some oracle cards to see if they back up what we've seen here. One more thing before I do that. It looks as though, coming through now late, it looks as though, number 4, as though your finances are improving as well. So you've probably had trouble with money recently. I think that's about to improve. So it could be the lucky numbers. We'll see. Let me know in the comments. 4 oracle cards. Let's see if they back up what the main tarot deck have told you, or told us. First one's an air card, all been shuffled. There's like some fluffy grass growing in a meadow there. Some clouds in the background. This air card says to you, number 4, the divine is guiding you in your dreams. Are you listening? So that's telling me, number 4, you're having spiritual dreams at the moment. So take a notepad to bed. Write down your dreams, especially if they're repetitive. Repetitive dreams are important because it means the spirit world are trying to give you messages and you're not getting it, so they keep repeating it. So the divine, it says here, the divine is guiding you in your dreams. Are you listening? These dreams could be very revealing. Let me know in the comments, please. That's a very interesting card. I often like that. I always like that one. This one's a fire card. A bit like the somewhere pretty hot, if you can make that out. This one says, let go of the past, embrace the light and joy of a new day. Well, I said to you things are changing, and that backs that up for me. Let go of the past, embrace the light and joy of the new day. You know what that means. Get ready for new things. Things are changing. Finances are improving. Love life's improving. Great reading all round. This one's an air card. Then we'll do your lucky numbers. 2 cards away. Above the clouds again. Can you make that out? Nice picture above the clouds. This one's saying to you, number 4, keep an open mind and heart. A blessing in disguise will arrive any day. So something could pop up and you'd think, oh, not that again. And then you realise, actually, it's not as bad as it thinks. It's a blessing in disguise. I'm sure you know what I mean. Let me know in the comments. Keep an open mind and heart, remember. A blessing in disguise will arrive any day. Do you know what that means, number 4? Let me know. Last one, and then your lucky numbers. A water card. Clever photography there. In the water there. This one says, number 4, somebody wants to help you. Think of who it might be and initiate contact. So somebody, could be an old uncle or an auntie or a friend at work, somebody wants to help you. They may have an opinion for you that they daren't tell you or daren't share with you, but they want to help. So they're genuine, otherwise there'll be warnings about it in the reading. So somebody wants to help you, think of who it might be and make contact with them. Get them on WhatsApp, is it WhatsApp? Or FaceTime or something like that. Don't forget to share me with your friends and please subscribe if you'd like to. And click the bell icon and then YouTube will tell you every time I bring up a new or upload a new video. Normally about once a week. And please share me with your friends on social media because they may want some lucky numbers. And I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers now, chosen by me with my spirit guides before we started filming today, only a short time ago. These numbers could change your life forever. As I said, you don't need to use all 6. Use some of these and some of your own, otherwise you'll all win the same jackpot and then you'll get nothing, hardly anything each. These numbers could change your life, number 4. But as I said before, if you're gambling with them, please do it responsibly. Don't get us all into trouble, especially yourself, because gambling can be addictive for some people. So you may want to write these down or pause the video. Your 6 lucky numbers are number 9, 18, 22, 29, can't see that one, 38, hang on, can't read when I'm writing it, and 40, a little nought there. I'll give you them once more. These are lucky numbers, remember. Number 9, 18, 22, 29, 38, and 40. These numbers may be familiar. They could be birthdays, wedding days, divorce days, birthdays of your children if you have any, or the date you're planning to get married. Maybe one of these dates would be lucky for you. So remember, gamble safely. These numbers could change your life. Please let me know down there if you win the jackpot. I won't tell a soul, I promise. And it's been so lovely speaking to you. I'm so thrilled that because most of these readings this afternoon, have been pretty good and pretty positive. So good luck and thank you so much for watching and subscribing if you have. Remember, number 4, wherever you are in this world, think lucky and you will be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. As I said earlier, I love every one of you. Take it easy. Catch you later. Stay cool. Bye-bye.